Hey y'all, today we're gonna be talking about the Tea on Bpd. My name is Eternity. Today we're gonna be talking about some common Bpd triggers. Now, I feel like Bpd is really misunderstood, so we're gonna talk about what is it first. Like, what even is it? Like, why do we care? Why might it be common? How do we know we have it? And how do we get diagnosed? Let's get into it. So BPD is about, I think, 9 symptoms that show up consistently in your life, like every day, every week, sometimes every month. I'm gonna put some of the symptoms here. But I know one of them is chronic feelings of emptiness. You might have identity problems. You might kind of have attachment issues in relationships. You have issues with paranoia sometimes, dissociation. You might have issues in your impulsivity. You might be really impulsive, substance abuse issues, whatever that may be. And so normally the root cause of it is being emotionally dysregulated at like a very young age. And now you're just trying to be an adult and be like, what the is this? Like, why am I so emotional? Because you're stuck at how you were as a child and you did not get the proper needs met, or maybe you got too much, and so now you're trying to explore different ways of life while being emotionally dysregulated at a very, very young age. Now you're stuck at age 2 the whole time. Can it be treated? Yes, it can be treated. Can people have relationships with BPD? Absolutely. Can they go to work with BPD? Absolutely. Can they still live a healthy life? Absolutely. Let's just get that out the water right now. Yes, you can live a life and have BPD 100%. Okay. So let me get into those triggers, y'all. So the first trigger I noticed is a change in tone. Okay. This can look like a text. This can look like somebody speaking to you a certain way. You feel like they're speaking to you sideways and when they really not. I'm gonna put a little example. It's something like this. Like what is that? I don't understand. But I know that would trigger anybody. With BPD, you don't just get triggered and be like, that really bothered me. That isn't right. You don't get triggered that way. It turns into the end of the world. You start to question your identity, you start to question yourself, start to question the relationship, and that's an instant trigger, and you will instantly physically feel it. I know most of my BPD people feel their emotions physically, so you will physically feel that in your body. That trigger happened, okay? And it can be as fast and as the drop of a hat, you know. One thing that I also would consider a trigger is a change in plans. If you've been planning to do something for a while and you have a setback and it's like, what is this? Like, why did this tiny small minor inconvenience happen? Why did this plan that I had planned change? And so even if you came up with the plan maybe a week ago, sometimes it could be an hour ago, you're still gonna flip, you're still gonna trip, you're still gonna crash out. Okay, flip, trip, crash. Yeah. So that can look like saying, I'm never doing this again, I'm never gonna schedule anything again. Like, am I thinking I'm done with this whole situation? I'm done with you, I'm done with me, I'm done. I'm done with the person that you're working with, the person that scheduled the plans with you. Cut it, done. And so sometimes with BPD, that can be outwardly. You might express that to that person, like, I'm done with you, or it's just in yourself and you're just like, I'm so angry, like, and you have to actually do your coping skills to calm the freak down, Another trigger, y'all, I think another trigger would be, let me think about that. Body language. Most of the time BPD shows up in your relationships. I want to say, like, first before all the other symptoms, but in relationships, people with BPD are like, if any little bit of change in your body language, like, instant no, instant breakup, instant closure, instant everything. That's what we think. Instant off, cut it off. Like, instantly. And so it doesn't take much time for you to start to lose feelings for that person just because of their body language in a specific conversation. Like, it can be that simple. But again, these things are triggers and they do not define BPD. The BPD is defined by the person. How, they deal with it is personal to them. And sometimes those triggers are not always life or death. They're always bad. All the triggers always feel bad, but whether we put that energy towards something harmful or not matters what type of BPD you are. The next trigger that I think is a huge trigger for BPD, a huge trigger is, okay, lack of sleep. Don't get me started. Like, I know BPD can keep you up at night, but that lack of sleep be hitting different though. It be really hitting different. When you don't get sleep, oh Lord, like, I'm talking bad dreams. BPD, you can have really bad dreams. Your attachment issues get 10 times worse. That self doubt knob turned all the way up. Turned all the way up. That self doubt knob is going crazy. That identity issue knob is going crazy. The mood swings is going crazy, off the charts, crash out. Yes, everything off the charts. So, because losing sleep messes with the chemical levels in the brain, guys. The chemical levels in the brain. And when you mess with those chemical levels in the brain, you do typically see a change in your symptoms. It's so simple. It's more complicated than you think, but it's also simple at the same time. And so also that black and white thinking, them cognitive distortions, turn all the way up, all the way up, all the way up. Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. Yes, 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 yes. The last trigger I want to put here, guys, the last important trigger I want to put here is alcohol and drugs. Yes, alcohol and drugs, guys. When y'all are doing drinking and driving and partying and clubbing and waking and baking and yeah, all of that, it messes with the chemicals in the brain, guys, in the brain. And so those attachment issues that you would normally see with BPD, the issues, the arguments, the mood swings, turned all the way up. Turned all the way up. It depends on what kind of drug. It might affect you differently. But for some people, that can be a huge trigger. It can mess with your sleep. It can mess with your eating, which messes with your episodes, which messes with your ability to regulate your emotions, guys. This is not the same for everybody. I'll make a little disclaimer. This is not the same for everybody, but for a lot of y'all, a lot of BPD people, a lot of us, guys, it messes with the mood. It messes with everything, your digestion, and that's outside of BPD. Okay, drugs affect everything. So that is all on the Tea on Bpd today, guys. I'm a close out, but remember everything I told you. Remember everything I told you, and the fact that we can still have relationships, we can still have jobs, we can still do things in life, guys. This is important to know that these are just triggers, and everybody is different. Love your neighbor. I'm gonna get all y'all away, and bye bye.